what can you tell us about the Chargers offensively? Yeah. I mean, I had Joe Ortiz here the other day, and he's like, don't basically sleep on Herbert still being throwing for 4,000 yards, but this is obviously more of a run first unit with Jim coming in here now. So how will it look offensively with Keenan Allen gone and Mike Williams gone and Harbaugh in?
Well, I think, one of the additions that they made to their staff, which I don't think a lot of people have talked about, who I think is a great addition, is Mark Trestman. And Mark Trestman's been around forever. Mark Trestman is very creative. Obviously spent a lot of time in Canada. But I saw some things, like just some stuff they were doing in the run game. We think of creativity and with Greg Roman and Trestman, I think that creativity is not just in the passing game. It's not just, formations and shifts and motions in the passing game. You can be very creative in the run game, as if you followed their time with the Ravens with Greg Roman, and you followed Harbaugh when he was with Kaepernick and the time he had in San Francisco. They're doing some creative things, and I do think there's going to be games where you see Justin Herbert have those 350-yard passing games. He'll cut him loose when he needs to. But I'm intrigued to see if there's some games where we see Justin Herbert carry the ball 6 times. Rich, I mean, that's something that it's there for him. They have it in their scheme, and he's a big dude. So if he's smart about it and protect himself a little bit, I think you might see Justin Herbert get involved in the run game a little bit, which might shock people considering what he's making and what he's already done as a passer in this league.
Sure. So just I guess to try and make it as relatable as possible for fans, are you saying more of a Josh Allen type game out of Herbert?
Yeah, I think that just being out there for one day and just watching it, I mean, they utilized him, and he was somebody that you had to account for in the run game. Again, it's not going to be Lamar Jackson situation here, but I think they can be judicious with that, find their spots, pick their spots, and kind of unlock a little bit of that side of his game as well, just to sprinkle that in, give defenses something to think about. But the other thing that having covered this team for the last 6 years, it looks different, Rich. You can tell just from a philosophy standpoint when you go out to a backfield and Austin Eckler, who's just racked up the Pro Bowls and touchdowns in big ways, and caught a ton of balls. But it's different when you see Austin Eckler back there all those years, and now you see Gus Edwards back there. It looks like Derrick Henry's little brother in the backfield. Like, he is huge. And then sitting next to Joe Alt, I mean, you can find that picture. I think I posted that on Instagram, but like sitting next to Joe Alt, it looked like it was bring your kid to work day. I mean, he is just massive. So they are bigger, and they're going to be a more physical team.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.